Hello everyone, this is Joe, Four Soft Corners here, and for today's video I'm going to be doing a tabletop showcase video response for Eric over at Four Leaf Cards. Eric put one of these together himself, I believe after seeing tabletop showcase that John over at Wade Boggs Fan did, and then wanted to do it himself, and in the process of doing so, putting it together and thinking all the stories about the cards. Wanted to see everybody else's version of it as well, so threw it out as a little contest. So I thought this would be fun to do. I'm going to do my best with this to replicate Eric's. It's not going to be 100% spot on, but I'll kind of show my interpretation of each and have some stories along the way. So we'll start off. First off, if you have not seen Eric's channel, which if you are watching mine, I'm sure you have, just awesome dude, and just such an incredible member of this community as far as what he does for everyone, and just I kind of wanted to do this as an ode to his collect to connect mantra, because I just wanted to show the best way I could, if it's the cards being 100% spot on like this first one's going to be, or just the interpretation of it, the ways we can connect with each other by collecting. So like I said, go and check Eric out if you haven't, and so we'll get started. And this very first one is probably going to have the most connection, for several reasons. This exhibits Ted Williams' Salutation. Eric had this specific card. He had it graded in his display, but so this, Eric, you'll appreciate this. This card came from, I know the card shop Schaefer's here in Pennsylvania, where you ended up meeting John for the first time. This came from that shop, and if you know, I'm sure if anybody or Eric or John have been there, just a little bit of clutter there, and some of the older stuff just completely buried. So this was in a case, completely buried by like newer backpacks and boxes and stuff, and ended up finding this in there, and has a staple hole, but this was, I believe, $9, so just couldn't pass that up. So like I said, for this is going to be a $9 card, but all in all, I think this exemplifies the collect to connect more than anything. But so next, I believe he had the Jackie Robinson exhibit in his video. So the only Jackie Robinson I have is this 53 Tops. This is for my complete set. I picked this up at the National in Atlantic City, and there's a cool story with this one. I ended up finding a Stan Musial autograph card that I thought it was I'm sure many have heard this story already, but I knew it was a good deal. I didn't realize how good of a deal it was. It was from a rarer autograph set that is pretty popular, and I picked it up for $50, and then the next day sold it, making like a 10x profit, and with that profit ended up buying this card with it. So next we have the 50 Bowman. This was a Yogi Berra in Eric's video. This is the Stan Lapata from the Phillies, so just thought, don't have a ton of 50 Bowman, but I thought a catcher card would do well there. Same thing, I don't have a ton of 53 Bowman color. This was the Pee Wee Reese, which definitely an iconic card, so didn't have that one, but wanted to pull out a Richie Ashburn here. So okay, I believe this was the Johnny Unitas. I don't have many football at all. I believe this was the Johnny Unitas in Eric's video, but I have this Pete Retzlaff from the Eagles in the 57 Tops football. So I have this exact card. Eric had his Yaz rookie. I have this one, which I purchased for my complete 60 top set. So This one I took a little bit of liberty with, and there'll be a few I did this. So this was his Jim Brown rookie. So like I said, do not have really any football besides Eagles cards. But being that 60 tops, or is it 58? I guess 58 tops football kind of mirrors the 59 tops baseball design. I went with that. I went with Cleveland player here with the Mudcat Grant. Really love that card. He has a great run of cards. This one, nowhere close to, he had the Bob Cousy rookie, I believe, here. The only thing I have is, you know, a couple junk wax cards of basketball. And I thought I had a Larry Bird, which at least would have matched the Celtics, but I did not, could not find it. So I just put this Magic Johnson in here. So this was play ball Walter Johnson, I believe, in his. I do not have that, but did pull out from the 76 top set, the all-time All-Stars, Walter Johnson there. And right before doing this, when I was going through and pulling cards out, that might be the same image, I'm not sure. I mean, obviously that's the iconic image of his wind-up, or yeah, motion. So I believe this was the autographed Bobby Dorr card in his. So did not have a Bobby Dorr card or another play ball card besides this one. So this is the 41 play ball Chuck Klein, my only Chuck Klein card currently. This was an absolutely beautiful, it's like an SGC 8 copy of the Red Heart George Kell card. So do not have that one, but pulled out the 53 tops George Kell from my set. Pulled out another Richie Ashburn here. This was 56 tops Jackie Robinson. So being that I used that for his exhibits card that Eric had, I just replaced it with this one. Have to think for a second here. This is okay, I believe this was the Hank Aaron in his. Wanted to try and find one with that same darker green background, but didn't have any really cards worth pulling out for that. So I pulled out this Eddie Matthews, which has like the mint green background, but still cool Milwaukee Braves card there. 58 tops. This was, I believe, the 58 tops mantle. So this, you know, by far the biggest mantle card in my collection, and up there with this and the Maze from 53 tops, probably kind of neck and neck for biggest cards at all in my collection. So there's the 53 tops Mickey Mantle, and it's the last card I needed to complete the 53 top set. So I believe this was the 58 Mantle All-Star, so did not have that one, but pulled out the 60 Mantle All-Star. And then that goes with the this card. This specific card was in his video, the 58 tops Warren Spahn All-Star. So that one there. Last row down here. This was the I don't know if it was like the blanket or whatever they call quilt patch, or I don't remember if you won that from. I know it was a connection to Rick from Vintage Oddball Cars. I'm not sure if you won it from him or was gifted it, but do not have too much that would have lined up with that. But being Rick is a Giants fan, did pull out this and wanted to pull something out pre-war, so have this Fred Merkle T206. This was the Maris rookie. Do not have that one, but pulled out a second year. Really like the look of that card as well. I believe these next two are both 59s in Eric's video. So instead of the 59s, we have the 60. These are both from my 60 complete set. The Mickey Mantle and the Hank Aaron. And this is another one, very loose interpretation here, but also, you know, one of the stories that connects us together. So in his video, he showed it's the Carl Yastrzemski 64 stand-up, which he purchased with Dylan at last year's National. And got to hear on both their videos and the recaps, and since just how amazing that journey around the 4 was for several hours. And I don't remember if that was I think that might have been the card that Eric was initially looking for, that Dylan mentioned where he saw one, but all the stops in between were just definitely entertaining to hear. But I used I do have another couple Yaz cards, but instead of that, I chose to connect it here with Dylan, and this awesome custom card that was made for him. Well, the custom piece, and then the card set also made for him by Scott at Reindeer Studios. And then the little like giveaway Dylan did for these, I might have been the first one to reach out to him and tell him I bought some cards, and then he sent me this one, which is the 1 out of 10 hand numbered copy and hand signed. So really just love having this card in my collection. I usually have it up in the background of a lot of my videos. Just amazing card in general, and the story of the community that goes behind it is even cooler. So just love that. And then last but not least, I think he had it was a David Ortiz autograph from I'm not sure if it was like Topps Clearly Authentic or something like that, but it was on acetate, so did not have a David Ortiz card that matched it, but do have this Pedro from High Tech that's on acetate and has, I think it's an orbital diffractor or some kind of diffractor, I'm not exactly sure, and that one's numbered to 75 on the back. But love Pedro, have a small collection of them, so I'm going to go with the acetate and the Red Sox connection there. So that is it. We'll zoom out here. You can see all of it together. This was really fun to do. Like I said, Eric, I appreciate, and everybody else here does too, what like, it's not about the contest, just throwing this out here. This is really fun, really neat watching people's interpretations of it. Like I said, with your collect to connect mantra, just wanted to try and mirror it as close as possible. Like I said, this was really fun to do and just talk about the cards and the stories. So appreciate that. Appreciate everything else you do, like with the YouTube All-Star team you put together last year. Have this in the background of most of my videos. Always proudly show that, just because of what it meant, to be recognized by others here in the community, and just really appreciate you taking the time to put that all together. Said that several times, but can never say it enough. And yeah, so that is it. Like I said, if you have not, please go check out Eric, 4-leaf cards. And thank you everyone for watching, and just remember, any card can be a great looking card, even if it has 4 soft corners. Thank you.